What's up, y'all? I'm back. It's been forever and a half, but today I'm showing y'all how to make this rainbow lace front wig. And so first, what I did, I got some 613 bundles in 10 inches, and it came with a 4x4 closure. And I got it from Amazon actually, and it was like 69. It was $70 basically. And I mean, that's pretty good for some 613 hair. This is my first time dealing with 613 hair. So right here I got some Adora hair dye in the color 90. It's lavender. But in this big old plastic container is boiling water. Not quite boiling, but I would let my water simmer and let it, get a little bit of bubbles, then pour it in there and take the hair dye, and you're just gonna, pour a whole bunch of the hair dye into the hot water, and the water needs to be hot to make sure that it'll take the color, and the color will take to the hair. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that it's like steaming like that, because you want to make sure that your hair is getting all the hair dye. Okay, y'all, so now what I'm doing here is mixing with my comb. I'm mixing the dye. You can see the little chunks of hair dye, and you want to mix so that all of that is dissolved. And I'm gonna stir it. It looks pretty though, like that, no cap. It's cool. But I'm stirring it into the hot steaming water and making sure all the color is in there. But you can still see kind of some chunks right there, but that's fine. And right here, I'm taking the bundles. Before I start touching it, I let them sit in there a little bit so they could soak in the color. And I'm just pulling it with my hands. Be careful because the water is hot. But me, I just go into it. So I'm picking it up. And I also use the comb, try to get some color in there. And as you can see, the water is a little bit lighter, which means you're probably going to need 2 bottles of that color. I got one, but you can add more hair dye to the water so that the color is more pigmented, if I said that right. These are the bundles after I watercolor dyed them. It looks pretty bright on camera, but you can really see the lavender in person. Now this is the fun part, y'all. That's the fun part. So right here, I'm going to show you guys all the dyes that I bought. Okay, y'all, so right now I'm taking the color Violet Gem, and I'm going to start off that color on the roots. Okay, so Violet Gem on the roots, and I'm taking a comb to make sure, it gets through all the little hairs. And I try to leave a little bit of my roots blonde just because I kind of wanted that type of look. But yeah, so take Violet Gem and you're going to comb it through. And take your time because you don't want to get dye on the actual lace because it will stain and it's not going to be right. So don't get dye on your lace at all, especially these dark colors. But yeah, so comb it through, and this is the first color. Remember, Violet Gem at the top. Okay, y'all, so now I'm taking the color sky blue in this little cup, and taking my comb, and I'm gonna go under violet gem with sky blue. And I want to, as you can see, I'm kind of mixing it a little bit so that it's not so blunt. So when I take the sky blue at the top, I'm going to mix it in with the violet gem a little bit, just so it's like kind of ombre and it blends in really nice. Okay, y'all, so now I'm going in with the color Limelight. This is a Kiss hair dye. The rest of them are Adore, but this one is a Kiss hair dye. And I'm going to basically do the same thing that I did with the Violet Gem and the Sky Blue. Remember to kind of blend it in so that it's like, gradient, like a sunset almost. So that's the goal. That's what we're going for. So, and now I'm taking Sunrise Orange by Adore, and I'm going under the green with that. And you're just going to repeat this throughout the whole closure or frontal, whatever you bought. And you're going to go through and do this to every single piece. And I did it in kind of small layers just to make sure that all of it gets dyed so that we don't have any blonde at the top. Just to make sure everything goes through well. Okay, now I'm finishing up this piece with Violet Gem again. Remember, that's the one we used at the top. I'm going under Sunrise Orange with Violet Gem to finish off this rainbow look that we're going for. Okay, you guys, so now I'm doing the same exact thing to the next layer of hair. And what I'm gonna do is, like, if you're doing this style or anything similar, I would advise you to have some saran wrap or foil under each layer of hair so that your colors do not mix, and that they can stay separated and the colors don't get mixed up, and it just doesn't turn out bad. So do it in layers and make sure you separate each layer. Okay, you guys, so this is what it looks like after I finish dyeing the pieces, and I'm gonna let this sit for 30 minutes in the foil. Alright, you guys, so right here I'm moving the closure around to line it up with my wig cap, and then once I have it lined up to where I want it, I have these T-pins that I'm gonna stick in it to make sure that it doesn't go anywhere and I can hold it in place. Okay, so this is where we're getting ready to sew. On the wig cap it's like a netted part, and you're going to go under the net and make sure you're not going through the whole entire cap. Just go on the little under the little holes that's in the cap, through the end, like the edges of the closure, and back up. If you go through the whole entire wig cap, it's not going to fit right. Right here I'll show you more. So go under the tiny holes into the very edge of the closure, and sew. And for this wig I use blonde thread because I got bright colors up here, so in case anything shows, it'll kind of mix in with everything else. But if you're making a regular color wig, you can just use black thread, but I use blonde for this video. But yeah, this is how you do it. And this is what it looks like, or what it should look like when you're finished sewing, when you're done sewing on the closure. See that? Yeah. See those little holes on the cap? That's what you go under. And now we're sewing the actual bundles on, the tracks. So you're going to basically do the same thing that you did with the closure, even by the part where it's holes at the front of the wig cap. Go under the holes, not inside of them, because the wig will not fit right. But once you get to the rest of the wig cap, like the middle, you can, it's all one piece, so you can just, it's kind of hard to explain, but sew it the same way that you sew on your closure. It's like you go under and pull out, under and pull out, under and pull out. So it's like a spiral stitch. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Make sure you're so close to the closure so there's no space. And this is what it looks like when it's all done. So make sure that top track is very close to the closure so it's no spaces and it's all put together. And this is what it looks like combed down. I use 2.5 bundles. I didn't use the rest of the third one. And right here is me acting silly, but as you guys can see, today I'm not going to be going all out and gluing down the cap on my head and everything because I wasn't keeping this on for that long. So I just have a light brown wig cap that I put darker brown makeup on. So make sure that you put some makeup on it, match your complexion a little bit so it looks more like scalp under the wig. If you guys want me to do another video on more like a more detailed actually how to install just installing a wig, then let me know in the comments and I'll try to get that ready. But this video I just put all of them together just showing you guys because it's been a long time. But if y'all want to see me installing a wig in detail, then let me know. But yeah, right here I'm taking makeup, some powder makeup, and I'm just putting it on the other side of the closure, and this will make it, it'll tint the closure, it'll tint the lace so that under your wig it looks more like scalp and closer to your complexion. Okay, so now I just put the wig on my head, nothing special. And right here I'm trying to figure out where I want my part to be. I didn't really like a middle part on this wig, so I tried to do a side part so it'll look a little bit better. I liked it more with a side part. So right now I'm just like looking for my part. And right here I'm just taking a small brush to put a little bit of the darker makeup on my part where I'm going to be wearing my part so it'll look, close to my skin color. Now, right here, these little these thick, real thick side parts of the lace, cut those off because those will not stick and stay, and they'll look very like they won't blend in at all. They're really thick. So cut those off before you glue anything down so that your wig will look nice. Okay, I forgot to mention, I'm sure you guys saw it before, I was cleaning off the part where the glue would be of my head with alcohol to get all the dirt and oil off so the glue will stick. And just take some lace glue, any lace glue of your choice. I don't know what the brand of this one is called. It starts with a K. It's like Keaton or something. But I got it off of Amazon. But yeah, use any lace glue that you are comfortable with. And what I do is I take the glue, I just take little dots of glue and I put it where I'm gonna like the same length as my lace. And I'm just gonna put that across my forehead, not too much but not too little. And then I'm just gonna spread it out with these little tiny spatula things that came with it. So just spread it out on your head evenly. Okay, so let the glue dry until it's clear, and you can add 2 layers if you want to, but I add one. Make sure it's clear before you stick down the wig though, because that's the only way it'll stick and it won't be messy and everything. So right here I'm just putting the front, like the hairline, to match up where the glue is. And yeah, I'm gonna press that down, and I also use my comb to make sure that the glue is in all the lace, the little holes of the lace, to make sure it's just all sticking. Okay, now it's stuck. It's stuck. And now that you've glued it down, just take some scissors or a razor and cut close enough to your hairline that you don't have a whole bunch of extra lace just sitting on your forehead. But I cut pretty close, and I do not cut like a straight line. Make sure you cut in like a zigzag shape so it could look natural. If you cut a straight line, then you'll be able to tell. It'll look weird. But yeah. So cutting a zigzag line. And then right here, I'm taking some more makeup and I'm putting that on the lace to match the color of my forehead, even though I'm dancing right here. What in the world? Okay. Yeah, just take some makeup and put that on the hairline, to blend it out some more. And right here, I am just parting out some baby hairs. This part is optional. You do not have to have baby hairs, but I like to have baby hairs. So I'm just cutting out some little baby hairs for me. Oh yeah, and the gel that I use is just the yellow Eco Styler gel with the red top. Nothing special because got to be glue is a little bit like it gets a little too hard and stiff for me, so I just use some Eco Styler glue. I mean Eco Styler gel to lay my edges. And you guys, this is what it looked like before I styled it. But I started off camera, but basically if you do this style and this is how it turns out, like ignore my face. But yeah, I actually really liked it. This was my first time dyeing any hair, like 613 hair or anything. So I really liked it. I felt like I did a good job for it to be my first time. But yeah, that's what it looks like. And you guys, go follow my hair page on Instagram. Go like it, go comment, you know, do all of that. Go show some love to my page. And this is the wig posted up there after it's styled. But yeah, see you guys next time. Remember, any videos you want to see, leave it in the comments. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Mwah.